He's shown everybody what he's got, and he doesn't want to risk any injury. I like that card that he pulled there. I think he's playing smart, and I think he has shown his stuff, and he'll go to the Redskins, I think. But no surprises, really.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. No surprises. Andrew Luck needs to go to the Colts, and the Colts are definitely in need of a quarterback.
Yeah.
And Robert Griffin has to go to the Redskins. There's been so much hype. I like Matt Khalil going to the Vikings, too, because the Vikings need some stability somehow, and their offensive line is a great place to start.
You think the Browns are going to stick with Colt McCoy?
I think the Browns might pick up quarterback
Tannehill? Really? You think they're going to hit Tannehill?
Yeah, that was a rumor, and I think that would be a good idea.
It's also rumored that the Miami Dolphins, of all teams, might move up in the draft to get to Ryan Tannehill as their franchise quarterback. So, moving from the NFL draft to the NFL in our home state, the Packers had some additions this offseason as they inked former longtime Colts center Jeff Saturday to a 2-year deal 2 weeks ago. What more can you guys tell me about the moves the Packers have made this offseason and maybe some more that they'll make? Callie, go ahead.
Like you said, they picked up 5-time Pro Bowler Jeff Saturday for a $7.75 million contract. Addition to that, they re-signed Bush, which questionable move, I think, but I think it's a great idea that they re-signed tight end Jermichael Finley. I think he's a great impact to the Packers offense, just another outlet for Aaron Rodgers. They also signed a defensive tackle, Daniel Muir. I think that's good. I think that they need to build up their defense a little more through this draft, and defense is the key to the draft this year.
Right, they picked up the D-end, Anthony Hargrove. They re-signed Jared Bush, so they definitely
Bush. Come on, dude.
They definitely have their defensive mindset right now, which is what they need to have.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Bush would make a good 5th quarterback, but he's also a very good special teams person. They're probably paying him minimum, so whatever. I'm whatever on that, but I love these 2 linemen we got. We were so bad on the defensive linemen during the Giants playoff game that it was just pathetic. We couldn't even get close to them. So having Muir and Hargrove, who happens to be one of the bounty men from the Saints that hurt Brett Favre's ankles, so that'd be nice to have on the Packers.
I like
since a lot of us are very bitter about Favre leaving.
Rough.
So hopefully they can do. If we're an average defense, if we as the Packers are an average defense next year, we'll be a Super Bowl champ.
So, to look at the point totals before we go to the break, John won the round prior when I forgot to assign points, so he now has 10 points, and Zach is off the schneid with 5 points. Callie and John are tied up. But right now, we're going to go to a promo from WMCM.
Fact: University of Wisconsin Lacrosse is ranked the #2 college in the Midwest.
UW Lacrosse is ranked number 34 for out-of-state students among public universities nationwide.
UW Lacrosse is ranked as one of the most military-friendly schools in the nation.
UW Lacrosse is number 24 among medium colleges and universities for Peace Corps volunteers.
All right, and welcome back to Sports Scene. Up next, we got a fun little segment for you guys. We like to call it role play around here. It has just recently been introduced as our panelists have morphed into some other people. But let's begin with Peyton Manning. He has a new home in Denver, Colorado. The long-awaited drama-filled decision is finally ended with Manning choosing the Broncos over the 49ers, Cardinals, Seahawks, Dolphins, and Titans. So, Peyton, why have you chosen the Broncos?
Well, I chose the Broncos because, like Elway, I'm getting a little older, and I want to make a Super Bowl run like he did back in the 90s. I'm happy to be a member of the Broncos organization, obviously. I'm ready to lead this team to at least 10 victories, be playoff eligible. I have a much better defense around me than I had at Indy. Von Miller is just a beast. I've made the playoffs 9 straight years with the Colts, and I see no reason why we can't do it again. It's going to be good to work with John Fox and his open-mindedness in terms of offense, that hopefully I can run that. And I'm going to work hard, put in the time in the fill room, take notes, and the results will show on the field.
I don't know, Peyton. I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm gonna have to disagree here because your weapons aren't what you could have had with the 49ers. You could have had Randy Moss, Michael Crabtree, and Vernon Davis of all people. I disagree with Peyton Manning's decision to go to the Broncos. But let's go from Peyton Manning to his would-be, that would have been his quarterback stablemate, Tim Tebow. So the Broncos had to trade Tim Tebow, their former first-round pick out of the University of Florida. So Tim, how excited are you to go to the New York Jets?
First of all, I would like to say how excited I am to be a part of this organization, and that I'm very blessed to be a part of this organization. Mark is a very beautiful quarterback, and God bless him, and God will choose my future to be a good quarterback in this league, even though my rating is about a 68, which is about my IQ, but I'm still excited. I like New York, and I think we will be okay. Maybe I could play fullback.
So you'll be open to playing more positions?
Whatever the coach likes. I'm just very excited and blessed to be on this team.
It's been rumored that you might play special teams even. Are you going to accept that?
Whatever God wants me to do, I will do. All right. For Rex Ryan.
For Rex Ryan. All right. Moving on after that lovely Tim Tebow speech. Mark Sanchez is now teammates with Tim Tebow. People already seemingly penciling in Tebow as the starter for the Jets. Mark Sanchez, who has led the team to the AFC Championship in the past, is wondering if he can keep his job. So, Mark, how do you feel about Timothy Tebow coming to the Jets?
I think that Tim Tebow is a great asset to have in the locker room. He's clearly a very positive-minded person. I know that I'll be the starting quarterback for the Jets, but I know that every time that I'll walk off the field, I'll be walking towards Tim Tebow, and that if I am not playing the right game, I'll hear it from the fans and from the media. But I'll be the starting quarterback, and I will lead my team to the playoffs.
All right. I've never been a huge Mark Sanchez fan. I never thought he should be a starter. I think he's a terrible quarterback, in fact. So, Tim, what do you think about Mark's comments there?
He's a very good person, and as long as we can be a team and God is on our side, I think we might go 8-8 and possibly make a wild card. That's all I care about.
Might go 8-8. Just drowning in
I'm just
blessed.
Over there. I'm just very blessed.
Yeah, great. Well, anyway, for that, I'm gonna sign Peyton Manning as the winner. I liked John's argument, although I did not agree with Peyton's decision. So, John, surprise, surprise, this round's also worth double points. Surprise. So now John has 20 points, Callie has 10 points, and Zach has 5 points. So, we'll just kick it over to Perfect Pets to see what the Cooley Region Humane Society has going on.
Come meet Sunny, a 2-year-old male domestic shorthair. He's very friendly and affectionate, and his purr will for sure win you over in no time. Here's Haley. She's a female 1-year-old German Shepherd Husky mix. She's a beautiful, lovable dog that will brighten any home she's adopted into. Looking for a kitten? Well, then Kermit's the cat for you. He's a 6-month-year-old domestic shorthair. He's very playful and is looking for the perfect home with lots of fun things to do. And last but not least, here's Toby, a 4-month-old lab. He does well with other dogs and has lots of energy and certainly a lot of